Carson Palmer mention of Mike Tomlin's name for USC's open candidacy on our buddy Dan Patrick's show. Look, when I was in high school, Christy Brinkley was on my wish list too. So, just breaking news. What'd you make of that? And where do you think the USC coaching search is if they're really spending time on Mike Tomlin, which I think is a non-starter, clearly?
Well, I think that swinging big is fine. And I think that USC does have cachet. And I don't think that they have to limit themselves. Now, having said that, I loved what Mike said. Yes. I love I mean, that's how you turn a job down. Yeah. And I think it's also, by the way,
I love that.
It might be sneaky brilliant to challenge billionaires about the size of their blank check. That was the best part for me. I was like, he was like, "There's not a big enough blank check," and I'm like, "Really? Like, are we?"
Have you met Dr. Dre? Right.
Now, having said that, the only part that I thought was interesting that he bristled at, and I understand it was heat of the moment, but when he's talking about Andy Reid and he's talking about Sean Payton,
right.
Well, with all due respect to Mike Tomlin, those guys weren't mentioned by Carson Palmer,
right.
who's part of the search committee for the open position. So this had nothing to do with a disrespectful question to him personally. In fact, the journalist who asked the question was just doing their job. So I have a little bit of a problem of getting on a soapbox and making it seem like the question is absolutely ridiculous. It's not a ridiculous question because of what was reported by Carson Palmer. If you want to get mad at Carson Palmer, that's fine. John Harbaugh doesn't get mad when he gets mentioned for college jobs, which happens more regularly than when it happens for Mike Tomlin. This has been the first time. And he's got what I would consider to be a very similar style resume and style job in the National Football League. A very good organization that's having a lot of success, a deep tenure, a good GM over a course of a couple of different GMs, just like Mike Tomlin. And he gets asked about it as well and doesn't have a blow-up moment. So while I want to praise, like, that's how you turn a job down, it also shouldn't have gotten personal, as if, like, how dare they ask me about it? It's like, listen, your name was brought up. You're going to get the question.
I think part of it might be that Palmer's a Bengal, or originally was. At least I know that's what Steeler fans think.
All over the place, right?
Yeah, I know.
To himself, like, how do I help my old organization? Here's how I do. The easiest way to be defeated is be distracted. So he just threw a distraction grenade right in there to the Pittsburgh Steelers. That sneaky brilliance by Palmer.
Well, Joel.
But man, I wish at some point, let's all hope that we're in a position to challenge a billionaire about the size of their blank check.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.